Welcome back to the deep dive. Sometimes an idea just grabs you, really makes you stop and rethink things.
Definitely.
Today we're diving into one of those. It's about the incredible power our thoughts have in shaping who we are, our reality even.
Mhm.
So our mission here is to unpack the source material on this, look at how your internal world really does build your external one, and hopefully give you some actionable ways to, cultivate a better mindset.
Sounds good.
Let's jump right in with a really potent quote from the British writer James Allen. He said, "A man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts."
Wow.
Yeah, literally what he thinks. I mean, when you hear that, it sounds so absolute, doesn't it? What did it actually mean for your life day to day?
It's such a powerful place to start. Alan wasn't just being poetic. He was really pushing back against maybe how people thought back then.
Right.
And what's key is how he connects it all. Thoughts aren't just random noise. They're like the architects, the builders of our beliefs or values.
Okay, architects. I like that.
And those beliefs and values, well, they directly steer how we act, what we do. So, yeah, the quality of your thoughts, it really does mirror the quality of your life. It's pretty fundamental.
Okay, that makes sense when things are going well, when the thoughts are, constructive.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the other side? What happens when those thoughts turn negative, maybe even destructive? What's the real impact then?
Yeah, that's crucial, isn't it? Because negative thinking isn't harmless. It does real damage.
How so?
Well, the source material points out that dwelling on, say, self-doubt or fear or anger, it doesn't just stay in your head.
Right.
It shows up in how you behave. It can really strain relationships. And, well, there's a clear link drawn to things like anxiety and depression.
Those mental loops?
Exactly. They just
Mhm.
kind of spiral outwards, affecting everything. That's why being mindful, just noticing what's going on in your head is so, so important.
It's interesting. This whole idea feels, it feels empowering,
Right.
but also kind of heavy.
Yeah, I get that. The control versus responsibility thing.
Exactly. Like, great, you can shape your character, but also,
Mhm.
oh boy, you have to shape your character.
Right. There's a great analogy in the source for that. It says, our thoughts are like seeds that we plant in our minds. They will grow and bear fruit, whether good or bad.
Seeds.
Okay.
So you reap what you sow mentally.
Precisely. And Alan builds on that with his famous mind as a garden idea.
Ah, yes, the garden.
He basically says just like a garden needs weeding and watering to stop it getting overgrown.
Our minds need that same kind of attention.
Exactly, constant nurturing. If you let the negative thoughts, the weeds, just run wild, they will take root and affect your well-being, your character. It's active work.
Not just thinking positive then.
No, not just passively wishing. It's more like mental cultivation, precise work.
Okay, so for everyone listening, the big question becomes, how do we actually do that? How do we cultivate the good stuff, especially if the weeds feel like they're already everywhere?
Well, the source gives some really practical steps, and it's about being active, not passive.
Okay, like what?
First, just being aware, actually noticing your thoughts without immediately judging them, then actively challenging the negative ones.
Challenging them. How?
Asking, is this thought actually true? Is it helpful? Then it's about deliberately shifting your focus, practicing gratitude, consciously looking for the good things,
Even small things.
especially small things sometimes. Also, surrounding yourself with positive people, positive influences, doing things you enjoy, that helps build a better mental environment.
Right.
And crucially, it's not about pretending negative feelings don't exist. That's not healthy.
Okay, good clarification.
Yeah, it's about seeing those feelings, acknowledging them, but then choosing how you respond, choosing which thoughts you feed. That power of choice is really central to Alan's whole idea.
So wrapping this up, the main takeaway seems pretty clear. Your thoughts, they aren't just passing clouds, they're powerful tools. Very powerful. They genuinely shape who you are, your character, and where you're headed.
Mm-hmm.
And the key thing is you have agency. You have the power to choose which thoughts get the attention, which ones you nurture.
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought to leave people with, straight from James Allen again. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
Simple, but deep.
It really is. Maybe just reflect on that today. How can that idea guide your choices? What kind of mental garden are you tending right now?